What are server roles? If we have a server installed in our organization, it has to carry out certain tasks. A file or printer server is a typical example. Nowadays, internet websites are nothing more than file servers. A role can also be a domain controller, a DNS server, or a DHCP server. Mind you, most roles are installed on a single computer. In large organizations, we have a larger budget, which usually means more computers. This means that a single server may perform one or two roles. This way, we can obtain greater stability, greater configuration possibilities, and greater scalability. Windows 2012 handles Feature on Demand, the feature we've already mentioned. This means that in the installed version, only the files the server uses are installed. There are no unnecessary files. If we add a new feature or role, the files are installed automatically. In such cases, the installer searches for the installation version. If there is access to a carrier, the files will be installed from it. If there is no such access, the installer will try to connect with Windows Update. From the server's point of view, roles are a set of programs which, after a correct installation and configuration, allow the computer to carry out a specific feature. Roles consist of services. Role services are programs which provide role functions. Some roles have only one feature. Others have several role services installed depending on the needs. Installing any role means installing at least one of its services. We'll see this later in an example. Features, by contrast, are programs which can handle or expand the functionality of one or more roles or an entire server. Roles consist of role services, while services may additionally be expanded using various features. Now let's add a role to our server. In one of the wizard steps, we have the possibility of choosing the server where we want to install the role. In our case, it will be DC01. Next, we can see all the installed roles. The following step shows us all the installed features. Now, we'll see another server called MB01. We can carry out a remote installation on another server. In such cases, fewer roles are installed. In this case, we can install Windows Server Backup. By selecting the server where we've just installed a new role, we can see all the roles which are installed on it. Now, we'll install a new role from the PowerShell level. First, we use the Get Windows feature command. This way, we see all the installed features and roles. We can also check the remote server roles. When searching, we can limit ourselves to the selected role. We add a feature using the Add Windows feature command. After such an installation, the automatic update mechanism is disabled. Windows Server 2012 includes a tool called Windows Server Migration Tools. It makes it possible to migrate roles present in the earlier versions of the Windows Server system, starting from Windows Server 2003 Service Pack 2. We can carry out migration from both the full install and core versions. Windows Server migration tools make it possible to migrate server roles, system settings, files, and shared files to the latest 2012 R2 version. Now we'll install the Windows Server migration tools for the DC01 server. In the wizard, we see that it's a set of the relevant commandlets of the PowerShell. Now let's check whether the tools are actually installed. First, we launch the Get PS snap-in. We notice that, as a standard, we have only one PowerShell snap-in. However, having entered the Windows Server migration tools, after entering exactly the same command, additional snap-ins appear in the tools. Now, we display all the available commands in the migration snap-in. This way, all the available commandlets for this feature will be displayed. Get SMIG server feature displays all the roles. When we go to the Microsoft website, we see a lot of information about the installation and using Windows Server migration tools. It's good to get to know this website in order to learn how to use this tool.